Greetings from the state of Iowa. I'm Debbie Durham, Executive Director of the Iowa Economic Development and the Iowa Finance Authority. I'd like to thank our friends at JETRO for spearheading the Digital Investment Promotion Initiative. It is indeed my pleasure to provide an overview of Iowa's attractive business climate. For those of you who may be unfamiliar with Iowa, we are located in the heartland of the United States. Iowa's population is approximately 3.2 million people with a labor force of 1.6 million. Our central location and abundance of transportation options makes it a quick and easy place for businesses to locate and distribute products. We are located west of Chicago. Interstate 80 will take you west from Iowa to California and east to New York, while Interstate 35 will take you north to Canada and south to Mexico. Iowa also has two major Class I railroads crossing the state, the Union Pacific and the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. We also have river barge access on the Mississippi River down to the Gulf of Mexico. Our contributions to the global economy are quite significant. The state's GDP in 2020 was valued at almost $170 billion. It's no doubt that Iowa's strong fiscal practices have played a significant role in our success. Iowa is a well-managed state, fiscally sound, with very low debt. Iowa was recently named the #1 state for opportunity by U.S. News and World Report and ranked highest in terms of resiliency to repair its economy after the pandemic. Iowa's diverse economy, and particularly the success of the advanced manufacturing, agricultural, bioscience, and insurance and financial service sectors, stand out as reasons why the Iowa economy is stable and growing, even during times when the rest of the U.S. economy experiences challenges. Iowa products are sold in over 200 countries and territories. While Canada and China are Iowa's top two export markets, Japan is Iowa's fourth largest trading partner. While Japan remains Iowa's top destination for agricultural exports, it is important to note that our manufacturing exports, particularly in medical instruments and industrial machinery categories, are significant as well. In 2020, Iowa exported $1.4 billion worth of goods to Japan. Iowa has successfully been able to leverage its strategic advantages into global opportunity, and foreign direct investment is one way to measure the scope and degree of a region's globalization. Currently, over 480 foreign-owned companies employ over 60,000 in Iowa, with a combined capital investment of over $5 billion. Of these, 73 are Japanese-owned. 16% of Iowa's manufacturing employees work for foreign firms. Gross domestic product growth and a vibrant economy is driven not only by gains in labor productivity, but investment into core industries as well. Over the years, the state has worked to assess our strengths, identify gaps, and to put a plan in place to create a successful future, not only in terms of a highly educated workforce, but for industries that we are best suited to grow in Iowa as well. As a result, we continue to focus our efforts on three main sectors: financial services, biosciences, and advanced manufacturing, with information and education technology cross-cutting through these industries. For insurance companies, Iowa's value proposition is very compelling. We have one of the lowest premium tax rates in the nation. There is no premium tax on sales of annuities or qualified life insurance plans. We have progressive regulation at the state level. Plus, we have a dedicated supply of highly trained and productive workers. With these advantages, it is no surprise that in terms of percentage of GDP, Iowa is now the #1 state in the U.S. Over 180 insurance companies headquartered in Iowa. For example, the Principal Financial Group is headquartered in Des Moines and is a global leader in the pension, defined contribution, mutual fund, and asset management business. It has a large cross-ownership arrangement with Nippon Life Insurance Company. While we are known as an agricultural state and are also a major center for the insurance sector, the main driver of Iowa's economy is actually manufacturing. In fact, Iowa's manufacturing output of nearly $30 billion is 2 times larger than farming and is much larger than in many other U.S. states. 18% of our state's economy comes from manufacturing. Manufacturing accounts for 15% of our workforce, the third highest percentage in the U.S. So essentially, you can think of Iowa as a manufacturing state. Globally recognized advanced manufacturing companies that were originated in Iowa include Collins Aerospace, Vermeer, and Pella, while 3M and John Deere have multiple locations in our state. Steel manufacturers, SSAB and Gerdau, also have a large presence in Iowa. Japanese companies with significant manufacturing operations in Iowa include Bridgestone, NSK, and Mitsubishi Materials. Selecting an Iowa location can translate directly into savings, considering utility costs can be the largest single operating cost for major manufacturers. From biomass to wind and solar, Iowa has truly embraced renewable energy. Currently, 58% of electricity produced in Iowa is derived from renewable sources. In fact, our renewable energy portfolio is a major factor in attracting data centers to the state. Close proximity to ample, affordable power sources combined with a robust telecommunications infrastructure provide just the right combination of assets for data centers. We are proud that big names in the nation's technology industry have sought out Iowa to house their data storage, bringing multi-billion-dollar investments with them. Considering that Iowa is the #1 producer of corn, pork, eggs, and red meat, and the #2 producer of soybeans in the U.S., it should be no surprise that food processing is a major component of our economy. Iowa is home to locations for 29 of the largest U.S. food processing companies, representing 24% of the industry. Japanese companies in this space include Ajinomoto, which makes MSG in Iowa, and Ito Ham, which processes pork. Iowa is known for having some of the world's most fertile soil. As a result, Iowa plays an integral role in not only feeding the U.S., but the rest of the world as well. Japan serves as a #1 export destination for Iowa pork, beef, and eggs. Iowa's earned its reputation as a bioscience epicenter with a continuous focus on innovation and collaboration. We are capitalizing on our success in agriculture and our research capabilities in plant, animal, and human biosciences to build up a thriving biosciences industry in the state. From exciting startup companies at our university's research parks to globally respected industry leaders, Iowa's bioscience companies continue to grow at a rapid rate. Our industry generates over $7 billion in direct economic output. Iowa's core technology strengths found in bio-based chemicals, medical devices, precision and digital agriculture, and vaccines and immunotherapy. Iowa is also the United States' premier leader in the renewable fuels industry. In fact, Iowa's legacy of manufacturing excellence, robust infrastructure, and fertile fields has led us to explore biofuels as a way to leverage our homegrown, renewable resources to provide the fuel of tomorrow. You count on Iowa to feed the world. Now more and more, you count on us to fuel it as well. As a result of Iowa's preeminent position both in terms of ag and biofuels, we have the unique opportunity to advance Iowa's bioeconomy by focusing on the use of biomass as feedstocks to produce building block chemicals that can be further processed into consumer goods. Most importantly, this industry realizes the process of moving beyond our current dependence on petroleum and finding sustainable, renewable, and environmentally friendly solutions. Iowa has a robust cluster of bioscience companies such as those represented in this slide. These distinguished companies, in partnership with our highly talented workforce, are developing innovative products that provide nutritious and healthy foods, renewable sources of energy, sustainable and environmentally friendly products, and medical innovations that promote wellness and healthcare. For example, Valent Biosciences, wholly owned by Sumitomo Chemical, has invested $150 million in Iowa to build the world's first biorational chemical facility. They use natural or biological substances to make environmentally friendly chemicals. The very foundation of Iowa's thriving economy is its top educational institutions. Iowa consistently earns high marks among education experts, including a top ranking for Best Education Climate by Business Facilities magazine. Our state is one of the smartest states in the nation, with its students consistently outperforming their counterparts on national standardized tests. 91% of Iowa students finish high school, the highest in the nation, and we rank high in four-year college degrees as well. Additionally, Iowa's industry-driven workforce development programs and services that include apprenticeship programs, support Iowa businesses by increasing the skills of an already productive Iowa workforce. Maintaining a business climate that is cost-effective and business-friendly is essential to Iowa's growth and success. Iowa, on average, has a lower cost of doing business than many other states. For example, as 58% of our electricity comes from renewable sources, the cost of electricity in Iowa is 13% less than the U.S. average. Cost of living and health insurance costs are also less than the U.S. average, along with lower construction costs. And productive workers also help to lower business costs. In 2018, Chief Executive Magazine ranked Iowa #1 in workforce quality. With our central location, businesses can supply all of North America from a single facility in Iowa. Creating strong communities with solid infrastructure that will support growth and improve the quality of life for our citizens is also very important to our state's leadership. Our key business advantages include our right to work status, refundable R&D tax credit, and comprehensive business assistance programs. With numerous tax benefits and incentive programs, we know we have created a business climate where Japanese companies can thrive. We are ramping up our already robust efforts to continue to support higher exports and investment by building relationships and strengthening friendships. We are also very much aware of Japan's economic achievements and are eager to learn more from these experiences and seek collaboration that would mutually benefit both the state of Iowa and Japan. If you would like to learn more about Iowa and how your company can invest in our state, I would encourage you to contact Mr. Alan Williams or Mr. Hirose, Iowa's representative in Japan. It's been a pleasure to provide you with an overview of Iowa's business climate. Thank you.